All right, Coach, it's kind of hard to believe that it's already May and you guys are preparing for an LSE track meet. I mean, how are you feeling with your team and how are they kind of preparing for this upcoming weekend?
Feel pretty good. We're healthy for the most part. We've got just a couple kids that are banged up, but I think with them having 2 weeks off, I think they'll be ready for the championships coming in this week. It's going to be a tight battle. On the men's side, there's 4 or 5 teams right at the top, and they're all going to be fighting, scratching for points. And then I think on the women's side, it'll be us and Angela again.
Going down to Stephenville, I mean, it's a somewhat of a familiar trip to you guys. I mean, is that a favorable place for you guys to have that meet?
Well, it's much better than Kingsville, I can tell you that. We went down there for cross country, and it didn't affect us at all. Cross was, we got out there, and it was not really much different than being in Canyon. So, for us going to Stephenville, it's about a 5.5-hour, 6-hour trip. It's really not going to be a big deal. We're going to send our multis down there, and they'll start competing on Thursday, and hopefully they can set the tone for us. And I think that's really what it's about in these championships, whether it be conference championship or national championship, is kind of gaining the momentum early and setting the tone, and that kind of helps get the ball rolling and your teammates feed off that kind of stuff.
And who are some of the athletes you're really kind of counting on to kind of bring in some points this weekend as you guys try and go for an LSE championship?
Well, on the women's side, Libby Strickland's always a factor. She's in so many events and relays, and Shanice Cameron was also a big one in the 200 and the 100, and she'll probably be stepping in the 4x4 as well. And on the men's side, of course, you got Daniel Gassi, who we're hoping he can get in there in a really stacked 400-meter field and win it. And also in the 4x4 and the 4x1, he'll be on those relays as well. And then Jeffrey Kipchumba, we're going to put him in quite a few distance events, and hopefully he can come away with some top 3 victories, and that's big points for us there too. So those are some key players this weekend.
When you come into a meet like this, do you view it as kind of almost a game of chess, and you have pieces like that, or like kind of like queen pieces that you can put in different races?
We talked about that earlier in the coach's show, and it is a game of chess. You don't know what the other teams are going to do. You don't know where they're going to put people. So we're going to try to strategically place people in maybe some areas that are unexpected, and maybe they can get some unexpected points, and and also just try to give our kids the best opportunity to come away with event victories, because that's big points. You can come away with 8, 10 points in an event. That's huge. So that's what we're going to try to do. We're going to try to maximize these kids' abilities at different events and see how it plays out.